way out. I mean,
but this is where I feel that this whole environment business is bound to change our worldview. Either it changes our worldview, or we run into chaos. Because the environment is forcing it upon our attention that we have to be a little altruistic. We cannot be, as all our present training is, to be as selfish as possible. I'm going to get to the top. I'm going to earn the most. I'm going to have the best. And damn everybody else. I see if many of us go on doing this, the ground crumbles beneath us. And where is our attainment? Where is our achievement? We have to turn around and say that if I neglect or harm what supports another man, I harm what supports me. I've got to be concerned with the welfare of other beings if I am going to survive. That may be only enlightened egotism, but at least it's better than just sheer blind selfishness. But something of this sort has to come in. Otherwise we all go down the drain. No, the practical point about all this is that, I mean, even you people, from one point of view, you're doing a professional job. You're concerned with what is the reaction going to be? Will you be able to, will this film work out? Will you be able to send it around? Will Doordarshan take it on? Will you get a name out of it? Etc. But at the same time, there's something in you which is also saying, but no, there's something quite important going on at the same time. That it's not just a question of making a pretty film that is going to sell. That somehow the subject we're tackling there's something more to it. It does matter whether men suffer or are happy, or if they suffer, do they learn through their suffering? And that although it's a thing which people very often only sort of keep in the background somewhere and don't pay much attention to, yet it is there. Because if it's not there, if nothing matters at all, then what are you doing? You're playing, you're kidding. It doesn't really matter whether anybody suffers or not. To you it matters whether you're successful or whether you're a failure. But how does it matter to anybody else? If we have a population problem in India, you can say that, well, then the easy way is just that let everybody die, as long as I don't, of course. It's only if there is some definite inner content to your life, something which does go on, something which in some sense transcends death, that you begin to feel that yes, we are concerned with something deeper, something more profound, something of lasting value that lends significance to all our other activities. Now, I don't pretend that everybody in the world should turn spiritual overnight, but some people who feel this more strongly than others are going to start feeling that, look, if this is real, and at the beginning it's always if, then I must be able to find it. And some of us feel that we cannot, as it were, abide this life without the certainty that this is true, and we're going to devote our lives to it. And it's not just a question of thinking, it's a question of coming to terms with the only source of first-hand experience. I tell you something, I can go on talking like this, I can bring up all sorts of references to all kinds of spiritual teaching and different religious views and philosophical views and all sorts of things, a whole battery of them. But that's all second-hand. I can tell you of my own experience. To you, that is second-hand. I say, I may have fought a way through the jungles of my mind to find something beyond it. But that has left no track in your mind. There may be something in you which responds, as well says that this sounds right. But then it is up to you to do something about it, to try and find this as as experience, not as hearsay. Typically, the temple is the symbolic center of the divinity. He's been established there. I dedicate my life to him as a representation of that inner being. I make all my life here dedicated to him. The farm is for him, the food that is grown is for the temple bhog. We take the prasad, tika, but the central thing is him. It's not, seva is not just what you do in the temple, puja and arati and this sort of thing. Those are useful daily reminders. But the aim is that one is making all one's activities an offering to him. In that sense, my life is going round him. My life becomes centered. I go on doing that. That center comes to life in me. If I live a centered life, the true meaning of it is that I become centered. From that point of view, then, that it doesn't matter where I go outside. I haven't left him behind. He's here. And this is not just a sort of spiritual abstract, something which is separate from life. If it's the center of me, it's the center of everything. It is not that I'm being spiritual when I'm sitting and doing dhyan, and not when I'm digging potatoes. I must not be the sort of person, if I am truly centered, I am not going to say, manual labor is beneath my dignity. I can't say that. There's nothing I can't do. Because the whole of this is the manifest form of divinity. How can I reject any part of it? This is all part of the life here.